Hey y'all, it's KillCam again. Just Survive test servers got a minor update last night in H1Z1 with a small number of subtle changes that I think could have significant impact on gameplay. First off, a tip of the hat to Facepire and Hani over on Reddit for posting about these changes last night after the test servers were updated. First up, there's a new crafting recipe coming into the game. Handful of Blackberries. 10 Blackberries combined to make one handful of Blackberries. On the surface, doesn't seem like a big deal, right? Wrong. The bulk rating of a handful of Blackberries as it currently stands on test servers is 1. You gain the benefit of a 20% increase to energy and hydration, all in a tiny one bulk package. If you're like me and never leave your base without rabbit meat and bottles of water, that represents major space saving. To gain the same benefit of carrying, say, 3 rabbit meat and 3 bottles of water at 120 bulk, you would only need to carry 6 handfuls of Blackberries at a grand total of 6 bulk. When you're running around as a fresh spawn without even a satchel, and your total carrying capacity is 200 bulk, that's huge, as Donald Trump would say. The second change that will impact gameplay is to canned food. Often overlooked in the game except for the first day of wipe before people set up their rows of animal traps to generate food, canned food has been the red-headed stepchild of H1Z1 food consumption. Daybreak has now gone in the direction of rust and made it so when you eat a can of food, you gain 1 scrap metal. That's right, so those of you who run past all that canned food in Romero's, Dirty Deeds Toxic Waste, inside churches, from now on, that stuff is now worth picking up. I don't know about you, but I've yet to be in a clan that can't scavenge up a couple hundred cans of food just running around not even looking for it and dumping it in the base to clear their backpacks out. This is not as efficient as hitting wrecked cars with crowbars for metal, obviously, but anything that adds a new way to get scrap metal while looting is going to have a positive impact on metal production. Early on in a wipe, before players have amassed a large number of crowbars to break hitting cars, hoarding canned food will probably be an alternative for people looking to quickly throw down a shack, ground tamper, or a deck foundation and get their base up and going. The last and probably least of the changes that I think will impact gameplay is a change to metal bars. Metal bar bulk has been reduced from 50 to 25. What I think this means is that for people who like to set up furnaces in places like Misty Peak Dam, Pleasant Valley Industrial Area, generally any area that a lot of items spawn that can be melted down into metal bars, they're going to be able to stay out longer looting and melting. Before, if you run around the dam with a tan military backpack, you could amass 40 metal bars in a furnace before you had to run it back to your shack or base. This change lets you pile up 80 metal bars before you have to break off your looting and bank your metal. Less running back and forth means faster metal production with 50% of your running back and forth time freed up. This change also means when you're raiding an enemy base and you don't have the space or time to ferry back hundreds of guns, axes, hatchets, etc., you can throw them into a furnace and melt them down for a nice stackable and easily transported pile of metal bars. So, those are the 3 small changes to the game on test that will probably have the most noticeable impact on H1Z1 Just Survive gameplay. I think what it does is make things a little easier for the solo player, especially if he or she is locked out of some of the big metal production hubs on the map, by large clans on high population servers. Also, having low bulk options for food and drink, as well as making it easier to carry more metal bars, is also going to make life easier for the solos and small groups who can't brute force 5 to 10 guys to move large piles of metal. That's all for this KillCam update. Leave a comment and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video or found it informative. Go on and hit that subscribe button if you don't already subscribe to KillCam Update. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.